My name is Kayley Brkljacic. I'm a senior at Eastlake High School, and I'm applying for the Lead Scholars Academy at UCF. I want to talk to you about my involvement in an organization called FIRST. FIRST stands for the Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. It's an international organization devoted to helping promote STEM education in kids everywhere. I participated in the FIRST robotics competition. I joined my freshman year and have spent all 4 years in high school competing on Team 79 Crunch. We are one of the oldest teams in FIRST, and this year we just completed our 23rd season. Throughout my past 4 years on the team, I've held a leadership position for 3 of them. I spent my sophomore year as the secretary, my junior year as the vice president of marketing and community outreach, and then finally my senior year this year, I was voted president of the team. Our team had a new coach this year, so as the student president, not only did I have to make sure I was on top of all the typical duties, but I also had to step up and help the new coach get acclimated to how a FIRST team works. I was responsible for the usual things, like managing a timeline, holding students accountable for certain projects, and opening and closing the meetings, making sure the announcements were given out, outreach was organized, and everybody knew the rules and policies. I then became responsible for a lot more of the behind-the-scenes stuff, the registration for the organization and through the school, registering for competitions. Contact through team emails to parents and mentors also became my responsibility. A lot of things that the coach done in the past I picked up in order to help our new coach get settled and learn what it takes to run a FIRST team. It was when I came home from my first regional freshman year that I realized I wanted to be a leader in this club. After witnessing the camaraderie and spirit of a FIRST competition firsthand, I knew that this was something I wanted to lead Crunch in. FIRST is an organization known for not strictly encouraging winning. That's not what the competition's about. They encourage community outreach, reaching out to people who don't know what FIRST is. They encourage values like gracious professionalism and cooperation, which encourage friendliness and camaraderie between the teams even when they're on opposite sides of the field. Knowing that the organization has and promotes these values was another important reason I wanted to be a leader of it. To be able to say that I was a leader of a club that represented and cared about that more than winning is something I feel is reflected strongly in a person's character and how that club has an impact on their school and community. The true impact of my leadership this year would have been best demonstrated by watching our Robot 23 compete at the 2 regionals we signed up for. However, COVID-19 had other plans. We were supposed to compete at the Orlando Regional at UCF March 11th through the 14th. The day before we were supposed to leave, our school district told us we weren't allowed to go. A convenient vacation to Orlando later, we were at the regional about half an hour into the first meeting of the competition, and FIRST, the organization, canceled it and suspended the rest of the season, which means I probably won't be able to see our robot compete this year. Despite that, I'm very proud of what we've done. We finished a robot and we made it through the school year, and to be honest, that was all I was really hoping for. I am proud of my team. I'm proud of everybody who worked on it, and I'm so grateful for all the people I've been able to meet, all the mentorships I've had, and just the whole experience with this organization in general. It's so much more than building a robot, and I think that's my biggest takeaway from everything. It's not about the task, it's about the experience.